Hey guys, it's me here with my gatos, and just went to Vaughn's. I got 2 packs of ramen. I got the original flavor. Okay, cool. For some reason I thought I got the beef flavor, which doesn't matter because I was just gonna mix peanut butter and soy sauce to make like a peanut sauce anyways for the noodles. That used to be my go-to meal. I would just get a super cheap pack of ramen, just mix peanut butter and soy sauce, and then like just chop up vegetables, like whatever I had, like carrots and green onions or something, scallions, and mix that all together with noodles and have some cursed version of pad thai. And yeah, I figured I'd do that today since I'm not gonna work today. Keep it cheap. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. Just walked to Vaughn's, did some laundry, as you can see. Needed to wash my bed sheets because every now and then I've been like sweating a bunch in my sleep. Something that happens every now and then. I'm not exactly sure what causes it, but sometimes I'll just like sweat a bunch in my sleep. I haven't really done that lately, but I have done it since the last time I washed my sheets, so I probably should wash them. But yeah, I also got some Fanta strawberry, which my gut was telling me get like a coconut water or like just something that's like a little healthier. I was like, no, I'll just get the Fanta. It's cheaper. But as you can see, I've been having bug problems. They love these little like, I forgot if they're like German or South African roaches or something. They love the cat food, the wet cat food. So lately I'll just like put that in the fridge. Like I'll put it out for them to eat, and then I'll put it in the fridge until they're like put the food out, let them eat, and then when they're done, I'll just like put it in the fridge so that I wouldn't get a swarm of roaches on them. But I was like, I should probably do something about this. Nobody likes having roaches in their house. Pretty freaking gross. It's disgusting. So I bought this on Amazon. It says that it had really good reviews. Everybody on there said it was good. So I guess they're like these little pod things, and I put them up all over the place, and it makes the roaches get some poison on them or something, and then they go back to their nests and spread it through their nests, and then just kill off the roaches. And yeah, for the most part, everybody on Amazon, it had like a 4-point-something star rating. And there's like a few people who gave it 4 stars. But no matter what the rating was, everybody said it worked well. So I got that. And also I got, this is some deodorant I bought, I'm pretty sure. Just because I need deodorant. Been running low on deodorant. So I got a double pack of Degree. Woohoo! So it says 40. Oh man, I really hope it's not like the gel type. I hope it's like the bar, the white thing. Hopefully it's the white thing. Always keep a razor around. The thing's all rusty and not sharp anymore. You're probably like, you could just freaking cutting it with a razor. You little girl, you can't just do it with your hands, but why not use tools if you have them, you know? Okay, cool. It's the that type and not the gel. Not a big fan of the gel, I have to say. Don't really like the gel. I've been using this deodorant that my mom got me. She bought me this probably 5 years ago. And that just goes to show how much I don't like it, I guess. The fact that I still have it. It's kind of like just my backup deodorant. If I ever run out, then I just use that. But I've been giving my cats, look at these guys, man, they're all over the place. So that'll be done soon. But my mom gave me this. I've been giving my cats that. They really like it. And I always let them wrestle because they're around the same size. Where's Harker? Harker. There he is. Harker over here. I don't let him. When they were babies, when I only had him and Bartram, my other gray cat, she would always beat him up, and he was really shy, and he would just shy away until he eventually started fighting back. Now I let them fight because they were around the same size. But then he got really big, he's twice as big as her. So now I don't let them fight because they're, and I don't mean literally fighting, they play fight and stuff. They're not really out for blood. But I don't let them fight anymore because Bartram's too tiny. It's not fun for her when they play fight. So I would always stop him every time he would start to fight her since he's gotten so big. And you could tell she's not into it because she starts hissing at him all crazy and making those weird noises. And it's just, not fair. He's just, too big. And she just starts running away. So I would, take him and I would, just put him in the closet for, 5 minutes or something. Sometimes longer. Every time he did it. And then I'd let him out. And if he did it again, I'd put him in the closet again. Until eventually, now he never does it anymore. He never tries to fight her anymore. Which is, good because he's too big to be doing all that. And but I'll let him fight Bartram because they're closer in size and it's more fair, and it's not vicious, they just wrestle around and stuff. And I'll let Indy wrestle with Harker, the big one, because Indy's feistier. I found him on the streets. I found him under my car. He's a little more feisty. He won't let Harker get the better of him. And he's also, he is bigger than Bartram. He's in between. He's the right size to be able to play with both of them. And he's very long-limbed. He's he has long, skinny limbs. Bartram has tiny limbs and a long body. So that's how it goes. He's in the weight class to wrestle, go a weight class down and wrestle with her, or go a weight class up and wrestle with him. But anyways, it looks like Chalk Zone is on the TV. I'm watching, what's it called? This Nickelodeon 90s, 2000s Halloween thing. If you look on YouTube, you could find, see, back in my day, when I was a wee little lad in the late 90s and early 2000s, there was this thing called Saturday morning cartoons. There was no streaming yet. The internet was very much in its infancy. You couldn't really do it. There was definitely no YouTube or social media. I think cell phones were still those big blocky Nokia phones, or this might even be before that. But like when cell phones were like the ones that like flip open and you pull the antenna up and all you could do is make phone calls. Back in those days, there was this thing called cable. And if you had a TV in your house, you either had an antenna, which only got you the local channels, which is just like ABC, CBS, KPBS, and the one that became CW. Used to be called something else. I forgot what it was called. Like ABC Family. If you lived in San Diego like I did, you also got some random Tijuana channels. You either had that, or you had cable, which was this thing you could pay for. And it's literally like a cable that would connect to the back of your TV. TVs weren't like this. They were like big. They took up more volume. There was a lot more back here. And they weren't flat. They were like, I mean, there were flat ones, but they were like round. The screen was like round. Had more of a density to it. But yeah, the cable would connect to the back of your TV. And then that gave you more channels like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, TV Land, Comedy Central. I don't know, some of these might have been on just like the antenna. But if you were a kid, pretty much all the channels you watched as a kid, like Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, like the stuff that was marketed for kids, unless if you had cool parents so that you watch adult stuff. All the stuff that was marketed towards kids, you kind of had to have cable to watch it. So if you didn't have cable and you just had an antenna, pretty much the only time you could watch these cartoons was on Saturday mornings on like ABC, or like on pretty much every channel. Saturday mornings was just like cartoons for kids, and they would just play like Recess. I don't even remember what else, but that was how you watched cartoons and stuff. And you had to watch commercials. They weren't called ads yet. I guess now, I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen someone who has the TV like that, or who still uses cable. Like now, everyone has Wi-Fi. So like and TVs have like, they're like smart TVs and have apps and stuff. So if you have a Samsung TV, you already have like 1 million channels on the Samsung TV Plus. Like there's already like so much stuff. But back then, if you were a kid and you didn't have cable, yeah, pretty much Saturday mornings were like the only time where like you could see like cartoons and stuff like that. And I remember my family, we had cable when I was a kid. And then when I was in like 3rd or 4th grade or something, then we got rid of it for some reason. Not exactly sure why. I think it might have been like to save money. And my mom was also always like very much against TV because my dad was obsessed with it. And at the time, my mom was extremely, she was very much a Christian. So she was like just pretty much against anything that wasn't Christian. So she didn't like us watching a lot of things. So I think it was like a combo of how much see, look at these old commercials. But pretty much she would, yeah, she was against a lot. And she was very much against how much my dad was into TV. And that was kind of like the only thing there was to do. Because, I mean, there was that, video games, reading books. All I did pretty much was read books and play video games. Because I didn't really have any friends. There was like no kids where I lived. And like I was like too young to, like I didn't know, I don't know, maybe I was just too lazy to like explore or anything. Like I lived kind of like on the outskirts of a suburb. So like the closest bus line, for example, was like a 20-minute walk at least. And I didn't even know about it till I was like older. But yeah, it was like 2 miles or something. Maybe 3. So I say all that to say, pretty much my mom was super against TV. And I think it was like to save money also. We got rid of cable when I was in like 3rd or 4th grade. And then in high school, like I remember my freshman year, we got cable back. or like Dish or something like that. And it was like in the days of like TiVo, DVR. Like we got DVR, so that was super cool. It's like, oh dang, now we can watch like Nick at Night and all these different channels, and we could just record it. Like you didn't even have to be there at the right time to see it. You could just record it and just watch it later, and then skip the commercials and stuff. So yeah, so from 3rd grade, 4th grade, something like that, until freshman year, I didn't have cable. So it pretty much just was Saturday morning cartoons was like the only kid thing. And KPBS had a lot of really good shows too. Like, I don't know, like Maya and Miguel, like Arthur and Zaboomafoo and all that stuff. Like I was into all of that. But I guess I say all that just to say, any kid that grew up in my generation, especially you kids like me who didn't really have, I guess not, probably most kids, like Saturday morning cartoons was the thing. You're just at home, you wake up, cartoons are on, you watch the cartoons. So yeah, there's definitely a nostalgic spot in me for that. And they have on YouTube, you could look up Saturday morning cartoon mixes and stuff. And people like upload the cartoons from those days with the commercials that were coming on during that time and stuff. So it's like a cool little window into the past of media consumption. And like lately I've been putting on the Halloween one. I don't even watch it. I just put it on for the vibes. And they have like Halloween ones. They have Christmas ones. So it's like it's fall for me already. It's like August, like 15 or 16 or 17 or something. Not sure. But yeah, I just been putting on the Halloween ones. Because I'm a fall baby. I was born in the fall. I love the fall, which is like the most basic. It's the most basic season you could like, I feel like. Like when you're a kid, your favorite season is summer. Because that's when you're not in school. I don't know if it's like that everywhere, but for people who grew up in Southern California, there's no distinction really during the seasons. It doesn't change too much year round. So the only real difference is that you're just not in school during summer. So like the majority of kids like summer. Of course, there's outliers. Kids like other seasons. But some kids like school. But some kids like other seasons. But for most kids, you like summer the most because you're not in school. So, and then when you finish school, then you realize unless if you become a teacher or something where you're still working in a school, then you just realize every season's the same because you don't get a season off from your job or whatever. It doesn't make a difference. So as far as like a vacation or something, seasons are the same. So you find other reasons to like seasons. And I just like fall because, I don't know, there's just like a nice energy. Things are like kind of cooling down a little bit from summer. The seasons do make like a little bit of a change. Like it does get like, it is definitely like hotter during the summer than it is during the fall and winter and spring. Even though it randomly will just get really hot again. But it's generally cooler. You have Halloween, Thanksgiving, pretty much Christmas. Christmas is pretty much in the fall. It's only like 3 or 4 days into winter. And the days are getting shorter. It's like, I don't know, the days have already started to get shorter. We're like 2 months from the summer solstice. So the days are getting shorter. It feels like fall for me. Bartram likes sheets. And you can see she was like hiding under here earlier. Which is like her little safe spot. Like when she wants to just be left alone, she'll just go under there and chill. Or she'll go over here. I leave this top drawer open because she likes to climb in through the back over here. And and go in that drawer and she'll just like sleep in there. or she'll just hang out under there, because under there, then she doesn't have to worry about these losers bothering her, because they're always bothering her. They love to wrestle. But don't think she's some saint, because she bothers Indy too. She doesn't really do much to Harker, probably because he's just so big. She just rather not. But she doesn't feel like playing. She goes down there, which I kind of feel bad about sometimes. Sometimes I'll just close her in this room by herself, or I'll close the other two in this room, so that she could just have a moment to just go around and not have to worry about them bothering her. But anyways, I have been yapping for like 20 minutes, so I'm gonna shut up and make these noodles. Bye. Bye. Bye.